Welcome to Shovelware Diggers. Our dig team's currently excavating the Softkey Shareware 2000 Hit Games 2CD collection. You can find a link in the video description containing the entire directory structure of this archive. This is what our diggers have for us for week 102. For more information on how to join the dig team, simply follow the Patreon link in the video description. Now without further ado, let's get started. First up, Paul Shears dug up WINGAMES /PRARIE. So, some kind of prairie type game? Or a game that takes place in the prairies? I don't know. Where is it? Actually no, really, where is it? Oh, I'm looking in GG. It's actually in the OGG folder. Which doesn't have anything to do with the OGG music file format, because I don't think that existed when this CD went out. When these CDs went out. Ooh, there's a lot of oh boy. I think I actually know what this is. Because it says here WinDog, right? I think this is another one of those games with the insane number of sound effects. Let's see. This is a diversion software thing, copyright Ian Firth, 93. Yeah, my hopes are not high. With all those WAV files and everything. Well, let's see what happens. What's the worst that could happen when I double-click this? Like, really? All things considered, this could be a blessing in disguise. Let me go fetch VB Run 200, because that's probably what's missing. Okay, let's see if that did the trick. Yep. Prairie Dog Hunt for Windows. Non-registered version. Oh boy. Let me guess, lots of sound effects. Or not. Okay, this doesn't look exactly like what I was expecting. So maybe we're okay. At least a little bit. Clearly some kind of hunting minigame thing. There's like a whole bunch of holes here. There's probably going to be a lot like a whack-a-mole type thing, except with guns and prairie dogs instead. Okay, so what's the help say? So click on the Prairie Dog call button, select your weapon of destruction, start blowing away prairie dogs as they pop up. Eh boy. This game has some weird rules. To kill a prairie dog, you must hit him twice with the pellet gun, once with the 44 Magnum, or basically anywhere with the shotgun, and then in brackets, you'll see. Okay. Pellet gun hit scores 10 points, 44 Magnum hit scores 5, shotgun scores 1. Watch out for the rabid prairie dog in the lower left corner. If you don't shoot him when he pops up, he will bite you. If you get bitten 5 times, you die from rabies. Right. So, how do I actually select weapons and stuff? Or I guess I gotta start it first. Oh boy, here come the... Yeah, this is, Oh, jeez. Oh, those sound effects. At least it's not as obnoxious as I was expecting it to be. It does seem to go very fast, though. Okay, so let's see how the shotgun goes. Oh, the shotgun just hits everything. It's like a screen clear. Hello? Game? There it goes. So, is that it? I think that's it. So, what does the options say here? Statistics. Rounds fired of each weapon. Number of kills. Hit miss. Like a 250% ratio with the shotgun because it basically hits everything. So that was about it. Okay. So, initial thoughts is weird game, especially weird graphic. Like, look at those trees. It's like something out of an alien world. Also, this does not look like any prairie I've ever seen. So the guy was clearly going for like a sort of very non-real look to everything. Where's the right file? Let's see how much this guy was wanted in terms of money. So the guy was asking, 15 freaking dollars. This is not $15 software. But, well, maybe he got some registrations. Like, here's the thing, the game actually does work. So, I don't know. Like, whack-a-mole type of stuff, this is a very throwaway type of game. But he tried to at least add some variety to it in terms of the weapons and everything. I mean, is there a way to shortcut between the different weapons? No, it doesn't look like it. So, like, here's the thing. You have to move the mouse away to click on the different weapons. Like, I mean, I guess that kind of makes sense to some degree, but then you're having to readjust, and because everything happens so fast, or right now, nothing's happening. Like, I mean, or I might have paused it or stopped it. Well, no, because I can still select the weapon, so why isn't anything showing up? I don't know. So yeah, this is not $15 software, but at least it does work. So, I don't know. If this is somehow appealing to you, then, even then, like, $15 is too much. Like, something like this would be more like 5 or 10, but yeah, at least it works. That's all I gotta say about it, really. Next up, we have a team dig from Yarmo Ronta and Dick DeYoung. DOSGAMES /Arcade2 /ONTARGET. ONTARGET. Which apparently is just an exe file, so let's see what we got. Game configuration. Program copyright 92 Rad Delador Deladeri? I don't know. Looks like it's French. Other materials, copyright 92 Villa Crespo Software. Okay, so video mode. Oh, whoops. Wait, what? Oh, we use the arrow keys. Okay, VGA audio mode. Guess we'll have sound. Win factor. I don't know, we'll leave it at none. Flight path. Given these settings, I've got a funny feeling this is going to be like an artillery game of some sort. That's just a guess. Let's see. So, add name. That would be neat. Select. Wait, what? Let's see what the help says. Okay, that's just, it's for the current screen, so accept options. Let's first add them to the list using the insert key. Okay, so... Oops, I have to actually set my opponent as computer. Select a skill level, I will say fair. Okay, there we go. So I'm not quite sure what it's doing at the moment. Like there's some kind of special effect going on that's causing everything to look all darkened out and everything. Anyways, that's a weird noise. Okay, let's not do that anymore. Oh, I say let's not do it anymore. I end up pushing the button anyways. So I guess you just gotta use the arrow keys. Oh, it doesn't actually show you visually what's going on. Okay, so there's a very big hill in the way. I'm going to guess an angle of 70. Leave the speed right there. Oh, that was very wrong. Okay, let's try 80. Nope. Need a lot more speed. And probably a sharper angle. Oh, almost there. And he got me. So that's not good. Ah, but I got him. Okay, so I lost that round. So press any key. Is that really how it's gonna go for like every round? Is like, I mean, if I set it to 81, go back up to say 420. Yeah, it's basically the same as before almost. Yeah, it's very weird. It's like it's a super generic artillery game with very little to it. You just one-on-one combat versus an enemy of some sort. Although it does have the two-player support. Although this is kind of annoying. I'm doing less and less damage per hit because the shots keep falling past him through the landscape. So supposedly he should be dead right now, because he doesn't have any men left. Yeah, look at that. It's like the shots go way the heck through the landscape. And then it still counts it as like where it hit in terms of the explosion, and yet... Oh, look at that. It says version 1.3. I'd hate to see how not good the earlier ones are. So yeah, that was on target. It's, I can't even access the help from here. It didn't look like there was any registration details or anything, so... I don't know. If it is freeware, then it's interesting in that sense. But there is so little to this. And the file dates, I believe, said like 92, which means things like Scorched Earth or Tank Wars would have already been out by now. So yeah, I've had enough of this one. This is a very basic artillery game. Very little else to say about it, really. Although it does work, and as we've seen before, sometimes that alone is better than what we end up with some of these digs. And our final dig for today comes from Michael Madsen, WINGAMES /board /Ital52W. Something to do with Italy or something? I don't know. We've got a doc file. It's probably just plain text, but... Huh. Why is there a separate icon file? And a checkers.bitmap and a whole bunch of D files? Well, let's see here. Let's actually load up Notepad here. First of all, let's see what the file id.diz says. Dama Italiana for Windows, an Italian version of the classic board game of Droz. Or Draughts. Anything else? Is that it? What's the doc file say? Copyright PC Solutions 9394. Welcome to Windows version of Dama Italiana. Comprehensive help screens are provided when you run the program. Also try the view command option to replay some of the demo problems on the disk. So what is... Okay, that didn't come across very well. Italian Draughts is a game that's particularly interesting to aficionados of the English game because it is so closely related. Indeed, when you look for the Italian literature... Tell me how to actually play this thing. What? It's almost like it's trying to describe a very complicated version of checkers or chess or something. Oh, take a look at this. Whatever this program is, this guy's charging $49 for it. That is a lot of money if this is not super extremely good software. So let's see what we got. Well, first of all, it doesn't maximize properly. Charging nearly $50 for your software, that's not a good sign. So let's see here. Continue. So how do we actually do anything? Well, this is a new game screen, apparently. It does have the ability to print the board, which is interesting. I guess we can't view game yet. So I guess we gotta figure out, like, okay, weird game modes. Normal, Kamikaze, and King Race. Also, kamikaze is spelled wrong. It's kamikaze. Z-E at the end, not Z-I. Got shape settings, width, height, men. Oh, play? Is this checkers? I think this is just checkers. So yeah, at the moment, this is just basically a checkers game. But I got a funny feeling there might be more to it than this. So I'm actually going to go back, once I get my turn back here, I'm going to go back to the menu here. Go to new game. Like there's two different shapes I can choose between. It doesn't seem to affect anything. I can change the width and height of the board. Aha. Okay, so now it's becoming a little more interesting, because we were just able to give ourselves a 10 by 10 board, as opposed to the usual 8 by 8. How small can we get it? That's going to be like... Yeah, there's only going to be like 2 pieces on the board. How would you have 4 pieces on a 4x4 board? So yeah, we can make the board like super freaking small. And if we had 4 pieces, well, that doesn't work. Why is the game even allowing something like that to happen? Although it is interesting that you could set yourself up a very unusual shape, like a width 10, height 6, and then you'd have something like this going. So that at least makes this a lot more interesting than your typical checkers game, and that you have you can custom size the board. But then there also appear to be different game modes, and there seemed to be something about like pre-made stuff or something. Not sure about that. And get the game going. So the options are showing, so that one shows which pieces can move. That lets us invert the board for whatever reason. That shows us the numbers on the things. Best line? I don't get what that means. Okay, so this is not exactly like checkers from the looks of it, because it looks like there's an extra rule where the regular pieces aren't allowed to capture any kings. Okay, so this view game function here is what allows all these different games to be loaded. So these are supposedly like problems on how to like different scenarios that could potentially like... Well, now it doesn't work. Okay, there it goes. Like there's supposed to be some sort of solution to these. Okay, yeah, I will say this is a fairly interesting piece of software, but it really doesn't have much to it, like when you think about it. It's basically a checkers program with a level of customization not normally seen, and the ability to save and load game states, but is otherwise not much more than that. So the question ultimately becomes, is that worth $50? The one thing is, there wouldn't be a lot of checkers programs with this level of depth, but there would be checkers programs out there, and they would have the same basic gameplay to them, and they wouldn't be $50 expensive, but not by a long shot. So I think, given what this game has, I think the guy might be able to get $25, $30 at the most for a program like this, given the fact that it is done properly and it does play perfectly fine. But $50 is way too much for this program.